Hello Golden State Warriors fans. Today we dive into the latest buzz surrounding Andrew Wiggins and his potential future with the team. The rumor mill is alive with whispers of various trade scenarios, including a return to Toronto or possible moves to the Chicago Bulls, Orlando Magic, or Atlanta Hawks. Which of these possibilities would be most advantageous for the Warriors? After watching the video, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to stay updated. Your engagement is crucial in strengthening our Dubs community. 2 years have flown by since Andrew Wiggins became a star with the Golden State Warriors. The 29-year-old won fans' hearts during the NBA Finals by overcoming the Boston Celtics. Now, he faces the possibility of leaving the Bay Area team after 2 challenging seasons. Despite having a 5-year contract worth $47.70 million from 2021 to 2023, Wiggins remains a valuable asset in the market this summer. 5 potential trade scenarios for Wiggins have emerged, each presenting intriguing possibilities for his future and the Warriors' strategy. Where do you think he would fit best? Which teams could benefit the most from his presence? Here are the 5 potential trade destinations for Andrew Wiggins with the Warriors. Number 4. Toronto Raptors add Andrew Wiggins in major trade. The Toronto Raptors have shocked the NBA by announcing the acquisition of Andrew Wiggins in a blockbuster trade. Wiggins, a Toronto native, returns to his hometown, a move with both strategic and personal significance. His presence in Canada, close to family, reinforces the idea that this is more than just a tactical maneuver. Wiggins' arrival promises to strengthen the Raptors' defense significantly. Alongside newly signed Scottie Barnes, the Raptors could form one of the most formidable defensive lineups in the league. Barnes, a young talent with impressive defensive potential, joins Wiggins to create an almost impenetrable barrier for opponents. But that's not all. With Immanuel Quickley and R.J. Barrett completing the defensive core, the Raptors have a solid foundation for a promising future. For the Golden State Warriors, this trade means acquiring Jakob Poole and Chris Boucher, adding much-needed depth to their roster. Poole, standing at 7 feet tall, offers a significant presence in the paint, something the Warriors have lacked since the 2021-22 season. Poole has impressed with averages of 12.5 points and 9.0 rebounds, along with an impressive 63% shooting rate. Boucher, in turn, brings even more options to the Warriors' attack, expanding the tactical possibilities for coach Steve Kerr. This trade raises some intriguing questions for fans. Will the Raptors' defense become the best in the NBA? How will the Warriors adapt to the new lineup, focusing more on size and presence in the paint? Wiggins' move back to Toronto is both an emotional and strategic return, sure to generate heated discussions among fans. Andrew Wiggins' acquisition by the Toronto Raptors is undoubtedly a move that deserves careful analysis. Returning to his hometown not only strengthens Wiggins' bond with the team, but also offers an emotional boost that could positively reflect on his performance. It will be fascinating to see how this change might influence his motivation and focus on the court. The potential defensive impact of the Raptors with Wiggins, Scottie Barnes, Immanuel Quickley, and R.J. Barrett is noteworthy. This quartet has the ability to transform the team's defense into one of the most feared in the league. Barnes, with his defensive potential and versatility, combined with Wiggins' experience and athletic ability, promises to form a tough combination to overcome. On the other hand, the Golden State Warriors, by receiving Jakob Poole and Chris Boucher, are clearly betting on reinforcing their presence in the paint. Poole brings a strong defensive and rebounding presence, something the Warriors have been needing. Boucher, with his ability to stretch the floor and contribute offensively, adds another dimension to Steve Kerr's team. This trade raises intriguing questions about the future of both teams. Will Wiggins' addition be the necessary ingredient for the Raptors to establish themselves as a dominant defensive force? Will the Warriors be able to adjust their playing style to incorporate the greater physical presence that Poole and Boucher bring? Wiggins' move is exciting and full of promise. It is a trade that could redefine the trajectories of both teams this season. Toronto and Golden State fans have reasons to be excited and eager for the upcoming games. Once again, the NBA provides us with a rich and full potential narrative that will certainly be discussed and analyzed for a long time. So, what do you think, NBA fans? Will this trade take the Raptors to a new defensive level? And for the Warriors, will they be able to make up for Wiggins' departure with the increased physical presence that Poole and Boucher bring? Number 3. Andrew Wiggins close to being traded to the Orlando Magic. The Golden State Warriors are on the verge of closing a deal that could redefine their roster and significantly boost the Orlando Magic's chances next season. Sources indicate that the Magic are eager to acquire the veteran forward Andrew Wiggins, a move that promises to shake up the NBA and potentially create a new dynamic for the Florida team. With the Magic looking to build on their unexpected playoff appearance, adding an experienced player like Wiggins makes perfect sense. The aim is to strengthen their perimeter options, complementing young talents like Paolo Banchero and Franz Wagner. Wiggins, known for his offensive and defensive versatility, would fit perfectly alongside these promising youngsters. Imagine a lineup featuring Banchero, Wagner, and Wiggins. The combination of youth and experience could be exactly what Orlando needs to solidify its position as a contender in the Eastern Conference. In the proposed deal, the Orlando Magic would receive Andrew Wiggins and 2 future second-round picks, which could be valuable for trades or future team development. In return, the Golden State Warriors would acquire guard Cole Anthony and center Wendell Carter Jr. For the Warriors, this trade represents an opportunity to renew their support lineup for Steph and Curry, while adding a versatile center like Carter Jr., who demonstrated impressive potential last season with averages of 11.0 points per game and 6.9 rebounds, along with an excellent 53% shooting rate. This trade offers the Warriors a chance to balance their roster. Cole Anthony, a dynamic guard, can provide the necessary depth behind Curry, a critical point for maintaining consistency in the backcourt. Additionally, Carter Jr. offers a solid presence in the paint, something the Warriors seek to reinforce as they continue to develop their game strategy. But what does this mean for the fans of both teams? For Magic fans, seeing Wiggins in an Orlando uniform could be an exciting sight. His presence can not only improve the team's playoff chances, but also serve as a mentor for the younger players. On the other hand, Warriors fans may question whether this trade is the best way to maximize Curry's remaining peak years and consolidate a new era of success. Analyzing the potential trade between Andrew Wiggins moving to the Orlando Magic and the Warriors receiving Cole Anthony and Wendell Carter Jr., it's clear that both teams have distinct strategies. The Magic aim to strengthen their roster with Wiggins' versatility, while the Warriors seek to rejuvenate and bolster their support for Stephen Curry. With Anthony and Carter Jr., this move promises to impact the balance of power in the NBA, offering new dynamics and strategic challenges for both teams. Now it's your turn. What do you think of this potential trade? Will Wiggins transform the Magic into true contenders? Are Carter Jr. and Anthony the missing pieces for the Warriors? This move could be a game-changer for both teams. Do you think the Magic are on the right path by bringing in a veteran like Wiggins? And what about the Warriors, who are looking to adjust their pieces around Curry? Is the trade worth it? Number 2. Impactful trade, Andrew Wiggins and Chris Paul rumors involving Zach LaVine. NBA rumors are heating up this summer, and the Chicago Bulls seem to be in the spotlight. Speculation is rife that the Bulls might trade Zach LaVine soon, following a season where LaVine played only 25 games due to injuries. Considering his hefty 5-year, $215 million contract, his departure from Chicago may be inevitable. The market is attentive, and the best offer will win this dispute. Let's dive into the latest and most exciting trade scenario. In this potential blockbuster deal, the Chicago Bulls would receive Andrew Wiggins, Chris Paul, and Gue Santos, while the Golden State Warriors would acquire Zach LaVine and Nikola Vucevic. This proposed trade is seen as a financial strategy for the Bulls. Although Chris Paul's salary for the next season is $30 million, it is not guaranteed. On the other hand, Andrew Wiggins still has about $85 million left to be paid. Even so, Chicago would save approximately $94 million in the long term. And what about the Warriors? The team would benefit from acquiring a talented scorer like Zach LaVine, who, when healthy, is capable of scoring over 20 points per game. Additionally, Nikola Vucevic could fill a crucial gap in the roster, something the team has been seeking for years. This dynamic duo could significantly strengthen the Warriors and contribute to their return to the top of the NBA. These NBA trade rumors certainly grab attention. The possible trade between the Chicago Bulls and the Golden State Warriors involving Zach LaVine, Andrew Wiggins, Chris Paul, and Nikola Vucevic has its intriguing points. For the Bulls, getting rid of LaVine's hefty contract could be a significant financial relief in the long term. Moreover, bringing in experienced and talented players like Wiggins and Paul could bring a new dynamic and leadership to the team. Chris Paul, despite his high salary, is known for bringing stability and improving the performance of the teams he plays for. His presence could positively impact the Bulls and help them reach a new level. On the other hand, the Warriors would also reap benefits from this trade. Zach LaVine is a highly skilled scorer, and when healthy, can be a significant threat on offense. His presence, along with the skillful Nikola Vucevic, could fill a gap that the Warriors have been looking to address for some time. This duo could bolster the team and help them reclaim their position at the top of the league. However, it's important to consider the risks involved. Injuries are a concern with LaVine, and his ability to stay healthy throughout the season is crucial for the Warriors to get a satisfactory return from the trade. Additionally, Wiggins' contract still has a considerable amount left to be paid, which could be a financial burden for the Bulls. Overall, this potential trade has its pros and cons for both teams. It would be fascinating to see how the players would adapt to their new environments and how it would affect each team's performance. Fans would certainly have reasons to be excited about the proposed changes and follow the results closely. Now, Warriors fans and NBA fans in general, what do you think of this possible trade? Would Andrew Wiggins and Chris Paul bring the necessary change for the Bulls? Would Zach LaVine and Nikola Vucevic be the missing pieces for the Warriors to return to the top? Comment below and share your opinions. Do you think this trade makes sense for both teams? Is it the right move for the Bulls to offload LaVine's hefty contract? And are the Warriors making the right choice by betting on a player who has struggled with injuries? Number 1. Potential trade: Andrew Wiggins to the Atlanta Hawks. Negotiations are heating up in the NBA, and the Atlanta Hawks are in the spotlight. Rumors suggest that the team is considering trading Trae Young or DeJounte Murray this summer. It's unclear which guard will be moved, but it's evident that the Hawks are eyeing young players and draft picks if they choose to trade Murray. Here's an intriguing trade scenario. The Atlanta Hawks would receive Andrew Wiggins, Moses Moody, Gary Payton II, and 2 first-round picks, while the Golden State Warriors would acquire DeJounte Murray and Bogdan Bogdanovic. For the Hawks, this trade would not only add 2 valuable first-round picks to their arsenal, but also eliminate Bogdanovic's contract, freeing up space for a potential rebuild. Moody, a recent first-round pick, also promises to be a good addition to the Atlanta team. Meanwhile, for Golden State, adding Murray alongside Stephen Curry would bring significant defensive advantages, and Bogdanovic would add depth to the team's perimeter. This is an interesting trade proposal for the Atlanta Hawks. Receiving Andrew Wiggins, Moses Moody, Gary Payton II, and 2 first-round picks would be a significant addition to their roster. The first-round picks and Moody promise to strengthen the Hawks' young team, while Wiggins brings experience and talent. Freeing up Bogdan Bogdanovic's contract could also open up space for future negotiations or a team rebuild. On the other hand, for the Golden State Warriors, acquiring DeJounte Murray and Bogdan Bogdanovic would bring benefits. Adding Murray alongside Stephen Curry would strengthen the team's defense, while Bogdanovic would add depth to the perimeter. This trade could increase the Warriors' options and further strengthen their starting lineup. Ultimately, it's hard to say who would come out on top in this trade, as it depends on each team's needs and long-term perspectives. It would be interesting to see how this deal would unfold and how the players would adjust to their new teams. So, Warriors fans, what do you think of this move? Would Andrew Wiggins and the other players be a welcome addition to the Hawks? And how do you see the arrival of DeJounte Murray and Bogdan Bogdanović to the Warriors? These possible trades involving Andrew Wiggins certainly bring a lot of excitement and speculation for NBA fans. The impact of each one could significantly alter the landscape of the teams involved, whether by strengthening the Raptors' defense, rejuvenating the Warriors roster, or even bringing new dynamics to the Bulls and Magic. Now, we want to hear from you, basketball fans. Which of these trades do you think would have the most impact? Do you believe Wiggins would help transform the Raptors' defense, or would his departure open new possibilities for the Warriors with the addition of players like Cole Anthony or DeJounte Murray strengthening the Bay Area team? And the Bulls? Could they benefit from Chris Paul's leadership and Wiggins' talent? Leave your opinions in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any updates on the NBA world. Your participation is essential for us to continue bringing relevant and exciting content.